My name's Guy Owen. I'm the head chef at the Idle Rocks Hotel and St Maur's Hotel in beautiful St Maur's, Cornwall. We use the rock oysters when the British native flats are not in season. These are a non-native species that's been introduced to our ecosystem, and we're seeing a big problem happening now. They spawn each year. As a result, some of the images that Matt has shared with me of entire beaches which are now just oysters.
What we've got here is pretty amazing. This is a whole reef that's made of Pacific oysters, a non-native species. They're razor sharp and they're growing out of control all around this estuary and many other parts of Cornwall.
When you look at these wild oysters, there's a certain beauty behind it. There's a real romance that you're actually utilising a completely wild product. This is not a cultivated product. So we did 3 dishes at the Oyster Festival. We wanted to show the range of it. Some people are a bit squeamish about eating a raw oyster. So it was kind of like a take on a Mornay sauce, very classic French way. So we made a beautiful mustard-based bechamel sauce, coated that and then baked that. We also served a raw oyster, quite simply with shallots, vinegar, and a little bit of fresh lemon, which is my favourite way of eating oysters because it's the real taste of the sea. And we did oysters with mackerel, so we did an oyster sauce, which was a cream-based creme fraiche sauce, and you would just blend fresh oysters into this sauce, which gives you this wonderful flavour of the sea, which is sort of slightly nulled by the fats and the creams and things, and it helps work with a good oily fish like mackerel. Oysters and mackerel are delicious together.
Here in Cornwall, we're lucky to have lots of different choices when it comes to oysters, all of which are very sustainable. So we've got the native flat oyster that's caught under sail and oar in the Fal estuary, a historic and very sustainable fishery. We also have farmed Pacific oysters from the Camel estuary, and increasingly we're finding these wild Pacific oysters, and conservationists are really worried that these Pacific oysters could actually overrun our estuaries and cause lots of problems. So all 3 of those are great options, and we should all be eating more oysters. They're very sustainable, and by eating them, you're actually helping the environment.
We just need to make it easier for people to purchase these things. We need to bring our fish suppliers on board and bring this message to the forefront so people are aware of the issue. It is damaging our ecosystem, and we have to be held responsible for that.
Ask your local fishmonger for them. When you're in restaurants, ask for these oysters, and let's hope that we can get lots more people enjoying them. They taste great, and by eating them, you're helping the environment.